Welcome to this lecture video. In this video, I am going to discuss about modern physics and also introduction to quantum mechanics, which comes under module number 4 of engineering physics prescribed by VTU. Now let us go to the contents of this video. So here I am going to discuss about introduction to quantum mechanics, black body and features of black body spectrum, Planck's radiation law, de Broglie's theory and properties of matter waves. So these were all the contents of this video. Now let us go to the introduction to quantum mechanics. So first, when we look at black body, a black body is an object which absorbs all the radiations falling upon it and re-emit those radiations when it gets heated up. So that's what the nature of a black body. So a black body is an object which absorbs all the radiations falling upon it and re-emit those radiations when its temperature is increased. Best example for an hot body is sun and also hot filament. They were all approximately considered as black body. So this is a black body spectrum, and here we are going to plot a graph of intensity of emitted radiations versus their wavelength at different temperatures. So here we can look at three curves. One is plotted at 300 Kelvin, 3000 Kelvin. Second one is at 4000 Kelvin, and the third one is at 5000 Kelvin. So as the temperature increases, the shape of the curve also changes, that is as shown in the picture. And when we analyze this black body radiation spectra, here the distribution of radiant energy is not uniform and varies with lambda, that is the wavelength and the temperature. There are different curves for different temperatures, and for a particular temperature the intensity of radiation increases up to a particular wavelength and then decreases with further increase on wavelength. As the temperature of body increases, the peak of curve shift towards the shorter wavelength end. So this is what the observation made by looking at this black body spectrum. That is, the distribution of radiant energy is not uniform and varies with lambda and temperature. There are different curves for different temperature, and for a particular temperature the intensity of radiation increases up to a particular wavelength and then decreases with further increase in wavelength. And as the temperature of the body increases, the peak of curve shifting towards the shorter wavelength end. So these were all some of the features of this spectrum. And when we relook at this black body spectrum, for different temperature of the black body there are different curves, and at a given temperature the energy is not uniformly distributed, the radiation spectrum. At a given temperature the intensity of radiation increases with wavelength lambda and its value is going to be maximum, and with further increase in wavelength the intensity of radiation decreases. The wavelength for which the radiant energy is maximum known as lambda max and decreases as the temperature increases. And Planck's radiation law. So based upon the curves obtained regarding black body spectra, Planck has given an expression for energy density of radiation. So he has given this expression during the year 1900. As according to Planck, the energy density of radiation is written as U lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi hc by lambda to the power of 5 into 1 by e to the power of h mu by kt minus 1 into d lambda. Here h is Planck's constant, c is velocity of light, and lambda is the wavelength of the radiation. So this is known as Planck's radiation law. De Broglie's theory. So de Broglie states that a material will behave like a wave. So by the law of symmetry of nature, a particle exhibits wave properties in addition to its particle properties. The wavelength of the group of waves associated with particle of mass m moving with velocity v is written as lambda is equal to h by mv, or that is equal to h by square root of 2 mev, or that is equal to h by square root of 2 me. So these were all the equations with respect to the de Broglie wavelength associated with a matter moving with certain velocity v. And looking at the properties of matter waves represent the probability density variation in a region. A matter wave in complex form is written as psi is equal to a sin kx cos omega t plus I sin omega t. Matter waves are neither transverse nor longitudinal, and their velocity is equal to that of particle, and they propagate as group of waves. Once again, matter waves represents the probability density variation in a region. A matter wave in complex form can be written as psi is equal to a sin kx cos omega t plus I sin omega t. Matter waves are neither transverse nor longitudinal, and their velocity is equal to that of particle. They propagate as group of waves. Now let us go to a problem. Compare the energy of a photon with that of an electron when both are associated with wavelength 0.2 nanometer. Here lambda p is equal to lambda e, that is equal to 0.2 nanometer, and h is 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and m is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. So here we have to calculate what is EP by EE. So we know that EP is equal to Hc by lambda p, and EE is equal to h square by 2m lambda e square. Therefore EP by EE can be written as C into 2m lambda e square by h into lambda p, and on substituting the values and on simplification, the value of EP by EE is equal to 1.647 into 10 to the power of 2. So this is what the solution for the given problem. Calculate the kinetic energy of an electron of wavelength 18 nanometer. Given lambda is equal to 18 nanometer and h is 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and m is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. So using the formula lambda is equal to h by square root of 2me, we can write E is equal to h square by 2m lambda square. By substituting the value of h, m and lambda here, and on simplification, we are going to get the value of E as 7.454 into 10 to the power of minus 22 joules. By dividing this value by charge on the electron, we are going to get the value of E as 4.66 into 10 to the power minus 3 electron volts. So this is what the solution for the given problem. An excited atom has an average lifetime of 10 to the power minus 8 seconds. During this period, it emits a photon and returns to the ground state. What is the minimum uncertainty in the frequency of this photon? So here delta t is 10 to the power minus 8 second, h is 6.63 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. So what is the uncertainty in frequency? That is delta mu. So we know that delta E is equal to h into delta mu, and further delta E into delta t is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Therefore delta mu is written as greater than or equal to 1 by 4 pi delta t. By substituting the value of delta t and on simplification, the value of delta mu is 7.96 into 10 to the power of 6 hertz. So this is what the solution for the given problem. Thank you.